What is going on? Man, this one's killing me. I'm not going to lie. But welcome to episode number 33. I'm Adam Ross. This is Tyler Slane. And man, welcome to another cool episode. We got tons to go through tonight. So hopefully we can fit it all in, and hopefully everybody is having a good one.
Yeah, we definitely want to take your questions and give you some answers and hear your commentary. You know, we've got kind of part two of our two-part series of the CowRC kind of import and rebranding products. And we're going to, this episode, we're going to start kind of getting into some of our imported products and show you how they go along with all of the proprietary CowRC products.
Yeah, so obviously you guys seen from the previous episode, we are trying to get back to basics, and it is all with your guys' help. We had an awesome show last 2 weeks, and it flew by. We did have a technical issue. That's why we didn't have the intro today. We wanted to make sure that we were across as many platforms as we can. And I also see people are viewing us live on Instagram. Now, we do have the giveaway set up. I'm going to bring it on board so everybody can see, and it's going to be hashtag mousepad. So if you want to get in on it, you have to hashtag mousepad, and we're going to be giving away at the end of the show. If you are on Instagram, you kind of have to switch over to either Facebook or YouTube to be a part of it. There is our first entry right there. Good luck, everybody. And to top it all off, the powers to be at CowRC is being super nice again. So we have a free mini mouse pad when you spend $20 tonight during the show using code Cow Tech. So it's going to be pretty cool. We're going to have an awesome show tonight, and we're going to get into this hot and heavy because there's coming up on the products that I definitely love to use. And I feel you guys will have some good suggestions on maybe some improvements or what you might want to see. Is it on the list? Because we got a big list of stuff that might be in the works, we'll say for now.
We might add to that list. It's going to be an exciting remainder of 2024 and then some in 2025. So we'll give you a sneak peek into that today.
Into the future. I love it. I love it. But one of the things that I was fortunate enough to test, and you guys seen it in some of my personal videos, not the Cow Tech ones, but on my own live feeds, I was using the CowRC pit light, and this one made the cut. So actually, should I just show it off a little bit? I got
Well, we both had two. We had two different models, so that was kind of exciting to kind of do dueling test lights.
Oh, it was phenomenal. Let me pull it up here. So this is the one that I was fortunate enough to test, and it was dynamite. Welcome, Dino. And he's already in on the draw. He does not hold back one bit. He's like, hello?
He's on a cold streak, so maybe he'll get hot tonight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For sure. But this pit light, some of the things that I just want to review with it, it is USB-C, which was phenomenal. It had two different, I want to say, LED strip light combos. So you got to pick if you wanted it the bright white or the natural yellow. So that was super cool. As you can see on the base, it had 10 different intensity settings, which was super cool. And I could just put my phone right on top. And it was awesome. Hey, that's an awesome mud boss there. That car was pretty cool looking too.
That's nice.
I like those. Yeah. The pit lights are definitely next level. Let me see. I think he sent me a few pictures of it. This is it folded up, and definitely, looks cool. The cable was decent enough length, and obviously, I didn't need the block. I just plugged it right into my charger, and it made my pit area just look a little bit neater. So I didn't mind. Oh, this is the one you tried.
Yeah, so that was the folding desk one. So this one actually clamps to the edge of your desk or your workspace. So it's larger than the foldable one. This is more of, this can be, portable as well. It's a little bit larger, but it does compact. I think the next picture actually will show you it compacted, but it's really nice. So it's fully up. Maybe not. We didn't include that one. But anyway, so it comes with the 2 lights. They there's the folded version. So it's a corded light. Has actually 3 different light settings. So it's like bright LED, there's like a natural, and then there's kind of like an incandescent. Has different light levels to it. And then I'll tell you, this thing is like a spider. It goes in any direction you want. So each one of those light heads moves in a different direction. You can point at different things. You can spread out. I mean, it's probably 3 feet wide when you have it all spread out. It's really, really cool. And I think you guys will like it. I really enjoyed it, and I was sad to have to give it away to the photographer. So I'll be itching to get mine once they come out.
I'm not gonna lie, me too, because we got rained out, and having the extra lights in the pit area definitely was missed this weekend for sure. But yours looks like it would be awesome just for my pit area at home. Like that's one that you would probably want to set up and then be able to maneuver in your own area. Definitely cool looking there.
Yeah, no doubt. It's got a nice clamp on it, so it's really sturdy. The only thing I found is it's sturdy enough. Like I have what I'm using right now is like a foldable picnic table, and I found that because it moves so much that it clamps, you actually have to have I think a more sturdy table top, because mine was kind of starting to turn a little bit once I moved the light, because it's got so many different functions. So just when it comes out, tip, just make sure you got a nice sturdy tabletop.
So Heath was saying that the production models are black, so I'm assuming the one that I tested is going to be released in black. But let's face it, mine's going to be green and black shortly. I'm sure there's going to be some.
Yeah, I wonder if we'll do any skins for those. That's
I think there might be some skins in the works, because I think when he was setting it all up and sending it for pictures and the spotlight there, I think he did bring up that for sure. So that is super cool that Heath is bringing the pit lights on board, because who doesn't need a good pit light? Yeah, that's what I figured. I figured he'd chime in on that one for sure. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Now, the other thing that I think I have some pictures of. Let me check in here. These things are gonna be super cool too. And I don't know if we've even released it to the public off the factory team page yet.
No, it hasn't. This will be the first time.
Oh, geez. I feel blessed, man, to be able to release this stuff. So these are microfiber towels. Who doesn't use microfibers?
Yes.
I use them religiously, and to now have the CowRC ones is going to be pretty cool. Now, these are laser etched on the top corner, and they're going to sell in packs, but the pre-order is what? I think you have that information.
So the pre-order will be coming up soon. The products it'll be about 10 to 12 weeks before the products land. We'll have pre-order relatively soon. The pre-order, so we're going to have 3 different pack sets, but the pre-order is only going to be in the 15 pack, which will be $19.99. But once they all land, we'll have 3 different sets. We'll have a single towel, which will be $2.99. A 6-pack for $9.99, and you'll get 2 colors each in that 6-pack. And then for the 15-pack, which will be part of the pre-order, is $19.99, and you get 3 colors. So you get every color. You got the green, black, and gray. Those are the 3 colors. So you'll get all of those with the 15-pack.
Yeah,
we haven't seen them yet, and I think they're, if I'm not mistaken, and Heath, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they're 12-inch by 12-inch, if I'm not mistaken, but I might be wrong about that. But really nice quality. We haven't, I haven't put my hands on them yet, but I know Heath has been looking at them quite extensively and looking for something that's cost effective, but actually is really nice. And that was where the laser etch kind of came in.
You guys are definitely helping out with us being innovative. The ideas that was flowing last 2 weeks, man, were epic. And obviously, because of this weekend, I'm going to be putting my old school stuff. I don't even want to call it old school, but my Sonic cleaner is definitely going to be putting through the paces, and they are going to be awesome. Solid, economical microfiber. So 12 by 12.
Yes, they are 12 by 12. So that's
nice.
That's a good size.
Oh yeah. And man, honestly, who doesn't like to have a couple extra microfibers in the
Oh
pit
yeah.
area? And having it all tie in is going to be even better. I'm going to hide all the yellow ones before the kids get them, but
Yeah.
yeah,
No
I'll let
kidding.
them fight over
I always get like the throwaway ones, and I've got like hundreds of them. And I just kind of like I'll use them a couple times and I throw them away. So I do use like the nice microfiber towels like for full size cars. So I'm expecting these ones to be nice, so you can actually wash them and reuse them.
Heck yeah. No, it's going to be cool and a nice addition. And then that way, man, I know my kids, if we don't have the microfibers, they go through these blue
Yeah,
shop
shop
towels
towels.
like nobody's business.
Yeah.
And this weekend, we actually did some damage to our CowRC hide wipes because of the conditions and stuff like that. So
Oh,
definitely some good
use a
stuff
lot.
yeah, definitely some good stuff to have on hand. And honestly, being at the track, being able to have your hands clean, people don't even understand how good it feels
Oh,
if you can just kind of clean up. Oh yeah.
100%. That's always like was always like kind of like a pet peeve of mine is like I'd always be going to the bathroom and watching like the tire sauce off my hands and dirt and stuff because you're not touching stuff. It's you're touching snacks and other pop and all that type of stuff, and it's kind of you don't want to pass that stuff around the stuff you're eating.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm gonna order all the green ones. I'm telling you, yeah, they're gonna be
Just
sold
order
out.
green ones. That's
Oh,
funny. I like that one.
and speaking of sold out, I don't know if you guys have heard, but these detail brushes are in such high demand that they are currently sold out. But as some of you may or may not know, Mark Santa Maria does this little thing called the Box Club. And if you are in desperate need of getting your hands on some and want to check out the Box Club, little shameless plug there, you can still get them. They were in the last one this month. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I think that kind of helped out with selling out, and he's been killing it with these brushes. And I know my favorite is the smallest and the biggest. The smallest just gets into those little crevices, and then the big cleans up the majority bulk off of it. For
Mhm.
sure. Yeah, hand washing, crusty. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's definitely going to be cool. Yeah. So it is pretty cool that he has these things dropping. They're already in the works. Obviously, the pre-orders are going to be on the site shortly. And then, does it say when he's going to start the pre-orders for that?
I don't have that information. I know it's 10 to 12 weeks before they land, so I imagine pre-orders probably in a little bit. So 10 12 weeks is a little ways out yet.
Yeah, actually, Robert, I seen the same video, and I was like, kudos to Heath because that is an awesome tool to put in the Box Club. And then now, if people want to like customize them, they can actually order whatever skins they want. It's so cool. Unless it came with Box Club skins, I don't know,
Oh, that'd
but
be cool.
yeah, but it was cool to see the reveal and seeing the Box Club stuff. Yeah, it was pretty darn cool for sure. The other thing that I have some spy photos of is dynamite. I know me and Tyler both have the samples of this stuff, and we were showing them off
Yep.
2 weeks ago. So this is the micro carbon. Obviously, I got the laminate one, and I just been doing it with the mini mouse pad. So I'm not gonna lie, I love the graphics. Just the graphics.
Yeah, that is
Yo,
really
he
cool.
hit a home run with these graphics. So this actually is going to be the pre-order now in the store. So
Right.
you can pre-order all three, I believe, right? Together?
Well, the pre-orders on the carbon series, on the mini carbon series right now, and so we're doing 3 packs. So you'll see when these come off a pre-order, you can order these singular
Okay.
units. Right now for the pre-order, they're in packs of 3. So just be mindful of that. It's just because it's kind of like a small dollar value item. That's why they're in packs of 3 right now for the pre-order. But if you don't want 3 and you want to wait for the 1, you just have to wait for the pre-order to finish up. I'm not sure when they'll be in stock. We don't have that right now, but pre-order is up as we speak. So really cool. The detail is super nice. Like these pockets are super deep. It's just like the full size and the small, same quality, same thickness. It's just a neat little like mat to put screws and diffs and things like that. It's kind of like a little mini work mat or part tray.
Oh man, speaking of cool holders, I'm gonna try the tire idea. I don't know if anybody see Tom's post or if it was shared to like the big one, but man, he took
Oh
a
yeah, that was
monster
cool.
truck. Hey, did you see that? Oh my god,
I
it was
did,
so awesome.
yes.
And he had it fanned out, so then you can actually see
Super
the
clever.
numbers of what actual detail brush you had. And the way he had it into the tire, Tom, it looked amazing, man.
I like that. I've seen a couple other folks do some different detail brush holders, like at a foam block and stuff like that. Just some really cool ideas. So I mean, keep those up because I mean, who knows? I mean, I've seen like pit blocks that are just like a yoga block. If you know, there's like a real dense foam block, and some people have like car stands out of them. So they'll make a tool stand out of that.
Oh, for sure. So the Mini Jet Blaster was a big hit on the long 4-day Mud Blast racing weekend. We must have turned 400 laps, give or take. It helped save the dude. I'm telling you, this thing got a workout in the Ross Racing pits. The first class always up was Wheeler. So I can't stand having a dirty pit. So what I did was, even if you just put it on the car stand and get it in, all I was doing, I was just using this, blowing off all the dirt once I removed the tires, and then I could start off clean. Because this little guy has enough power to blow your clips right out of your pockets, your wheel nuts, all that stuff. So all the aluminum bits are going bye-bye from the power of this little guy. And the charge is super fast. So basically in between rounds, we would beat it all up. And I did kill it twice now. So it's getting the rounds and we are killing it. Oh, man, it is a go-to thing. And then obviously we have the variable speed blaster now in the dirty area. And we were able to keep it super clean over on the other side. So yeah, I'm telling you, I love it. Now, I've used the vacuum attachment here and with the brush hooked up, and I didn't even know that. Like you taught me that last week. So for those of you tuning in, if you put the brush on the vacuum attachment, you can agitate the area a little bit just to get into the corners, and it actually sucks it up really well. So I didn't even realize that. Awesome.
Someone actually put this. I think it was one of our team drivers had this, and I honestly didn't notice it until he put it up here. But I mean, this is like perfect just to get, like Adam was saying, get agitated, get the corners agitated and stuff like that. Because I was using it without it, and it just was not. I can't pull off. I was using it, and it's kind of like a blunt edge to it. So I was kind of relying on the vacuum force to pull stuff out, and it wasn't getting like really tight in the corners. So this was a perfect. I learned something just from observing what other people are doing. So it's great sharing ideas, and actually maybe I should have read the instructions. That probably would have helped too.
Yeah, you know what? I'm guilty. Yeah, it probably would have helped.
You think you know everything until you don't.
yeah. Until you don't.
Like, oh yeah, because honestly, I never could figure out what this was for. I'm like, well, why do I need a brush to blow stuff? I'm like, I don't know, but it's kind of obvious now.
Yeah, live and learn. Yeah, the vacuum attachment was awesome. So we definitely want to show off some of the close-up pictures. Like I tried getting it as close to the thing as I could, but I just want you to see like the actual detail here. I'm going to move it so you can see it's the exact same carbon as the Big Brothers, and the detail is amazing. Like even the molding of the CowRC logo is the same as the bigger one. So man, Yeah, Mike, I believe it, especially at like RC1 and all those indoor tracks that you guys are lucky enough to have. It would definitely be pretty cool. Yeah, I'm thinking that Heath, can you buy those yet? Yes, these are on the site, and definitely one of the coolest things. The nice thing about these too is you can actually get whatever skin you want already on the site as well. So whatever your favorite theme is, you can be rocking it for sure.
No, it's cool because this goes on both sides of it. So you
Mhm.
see it on both sides. It has the variable switch on for the power, which is really nice. I mean, it's a sweet tool. It's just a really compact, powerful little tool.
Yeah, so I'm also now that we're done with the show and stuff like that, I'm going to start giving away some of my samples. And
Nice.
man, I'm telling you, once you get to touch and feel these samples, it's it's a game changer. These mats have been darn near indestructible out at our track. And the conditions that we've been racing in lately, Mother Nature is trying to kick our butt. But we were able to do the best we could. And unfortunately, today got rained out. But I know next weekend is going to be the spring fling out at Spark. Then we got Father's Day coming up for something cool there that we're going to be talking about later.
Yeah, so Scott, the Carbon Series mats are on pre-order right now, so you can go on the website and get the pre-order for these guys right now. The
Nice.
mini Carbon Series, excuse me.
Yeah. Hard dirt packed mud boss track. Having a blower of any sort would benefit hugely. I know I've been bringing my larger one to our dirt oval track, and it has been a game changer. I've been able to help out everybody with that one, and it is super cool. It is a new club that's trying to start out locally, so I'm trying to do my best to get
That's
the
cool.
ball rolling there. Yeah, it's so much fun seeing new faces and new folks and stuff like that. And speaking of faces and new folks, last week, my good friend Derek Pryor set up this whole RC Showdown 2024. Now everybody's like, oh yeah, what's that? Well, it's 10 schools competing to not only build their kits, tune their kits, build the track, and like just exposed to the hobby big time. Yeah, and all these schools from their high schools, and they all
No
drove
kidding.
into this Fanshawe College and had the RC Showdown. It was a phenomenal show, and to be invited as a media personality was awesome. And
Wow,
seeing the kids actually put the kits together, compete at such a high
that's so
level,
awesome.
and race was so cool.
That's
And
so cool.
I'm going to talk to Heath about maybe each school, if they participate, get a discount on all of the like a cleaning maintenance kit. I think that
Oh
would be
yeah,
awesome to see CowRC get flooded in all the Ontario high schools.
that's so cool. Wow, good for them. They get
Yeah.
into a hobby like that with kids and teaching them some stuff like that. That's so neat.
It gave me hope for the future because man, like I see the doom scroll and kids on their phones nowadays, and man, to see these kids engage, cheering each other on, marshaling, racing, directing, building, fixing. Oh my god, it was so cool. Oh yeah, man, I already knew you'd be down. It was so cool, and all the kids that participated in it. It's because of this guy Derek right here. He has been in it for 3 years. He's been on the struggle bus, and to finally see his hard work pay off was just utterly amazing. Yeah, yeah. You know what? Honestly, Kevin, I appreciate that, but I was like a little microfiber in there. See how I added that in there? We're getting the microfiber towels. But no, it was so much fun to be invited. I got to meet a whole bunch of cool people, and it was just awesome to see the kids and the smiles on their faces. And when Derek stood up and explained to him about the grip levels, about adjusting this, adjusting that, and how they actually came out in the next round and got not faster, more consistent. And we
Okay.
were talking about the consistency earlier
wins
today.
races.
So consistency does pay off. It bumps you up a few spots, even if you're not the fast guy. So
hot laps don't win races.
Yeah, slow is fast. Fast laps do not win races.
No.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and definitely appreciate being invited out. I will have a whole show dedicated to that next week, but it will be super cool. We'll have Derek on as a guest. So obviously we have a whole bunch of import products as well. And you can kind of see some of the imported products behind me. And he is very meticulous when he wants to get something on board. Now, I don't want to skip to the good stuff at the bottom, although my eyeballs keep going to it. Some of the stuff that we are testing, it may or may not make it. Some of your suggestions, some of your comments are the ideas that actually help grow us in certain directions, which is awesome, because without your, support, like, we would be off in left field sometimes, right?
Oh yeah.
So,
well, I mean, things like the ultrasonic cleaner. I mean, that was an idea that came from this show. It's fun to hear. We're into our second version. We have accessories for it and improvements to it. So it's those type of ideas that have come up. I mean, and we were just talking about, like, tool holders. And having seen what people are doing. I'm using a tool holder just from a wrench set. But people are actually being creative and creating their own. I'm just reusing something that I hadn't been using before, but other people are recreating really cool stuff. And honestly, I think there's like an endless amount of configurations that you can do for that. And for anything, I mean, the block brush, I haven't quite seen anything yet. I don't know if you could stack them on top of each other or whatever, but make a pyramid out of them. But I'm sure ideas for that too.
Yeah, I use these for, like, the dirty caked on flat parts. So when I'm ripping apart my kits, I basically take the front clip off, the rear clip off, and then just leave the center exposed. And then I don't know, I have open A-arms. I didn't do the carbon inserts yet. So for me to use the thicker, harder brushes, I can get in there. You can see how dirty it is on the bottom. That's why I kept the clean side up for you guys. But, like, getting in there and getting it moved away is the first step. And once you get it agitated and loosen up, then you can go in there with the blaster. And I always get it dry first. I clean it as best I can dry to try and get all the chunked on mud and debris off. Then I actually blow it off. That's when I hit it with the power washer. And then once I do it with the power wash, then I can start putting a little bit into my sonic cleaner. And my sonic cleaner is going to be getting the workout this weekend, because I'm going to go through and redo all my bearings and stuff like that. And lucky we got all the new sprays that we can rejuvenate those bearings instead of having to throw money away at new ones all the time.
No kidding. Bearings are not cheap, especially ceramic ones.
Oh yeah, especially the ceramic ones.
Now, what I'm surprised that you weren't using, like, these blade brushes for, like, your A-arms. Like, that would be something I thought, like, maybe you would use, just because all the all the grooves and indentations in there, like something a little bit stiffer.
I might have to get that, yeah, because those would be stiffer, right?
Yeah, well, they're very stiff, and they're like, they're kind of like, I'll call it more direct. So, like, all the, like, indentations, and I know there's a better word, and recesses in it, and, like, getting it at that, and, like, kind of getting where your pillow ball is, and things like that, like trying to get all that in. That's what I thought these would be really nice for. I mean, the other set here, which is a little bit more of a thicker brush head, not as a stiff as a bristle, but definitely I think it would be nice to get inside the A-arms as well.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'm going to have to get that on my next order. But I know they were asking which fluids. So obviously the Moose Slick lineup has grown. And obviously you got the ultralight grease coating, which is awesome for exposed things. But the oil with the PTFE is the killer for bearings. It even says it right on here specifically for RC bearings, and this has not let me down. Everybody kept trying to tear down my Mud Boss, thinking I was cheating and stuff like that. But I put everything on the feed so everybody can copy exactly what I'm doing. Honestly, all it was just literally doing the work, putting the bearings back together with this lube, and it worked wonders. Like, you spin my front tire with no rolling resistance, that thing's going for days, man. It is pretty cool.
Did you see who left us a message there?
Oh man. Hey,
we've got a nice little video from him to share today.
Man, well, you know what, man? We're halfway and we're just getting into like the rebranded stuff and all that. Should we play that video? I mean, for those
let's wait till the end. It's too
right.
good. We gotta wait for it. It's too good.
he definitely made everybody laugh. He's such a cute kid, man. I'm looking forward to what we're gonna have to share later. It's gonna be a banger. Obviously, Father's Day is coming up, so just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
So another thing was, obviously, he's got specifically imported stuff. This is the Cowformal. Cowformal has probably saved all of my receivers since I started doing it, from anything getting splashed on it, anything kind of like dropping onto it. Obviously, the glues, the Loctites and stuff like that, it's going to be awesome. Those are imported from BSI, and obviously,
the thread locks and the glues are, but the Cowformal, that's actually the Holmes Hobby,
Holmes Hobby
formula. So the cool thing about it is, when Holmes Hobby was carrying it, it was only Holmes Hobby and CowRC that was carrying it, and now Holmes is not carrying it anymore. They're still manufacturing it, but they're selling it directly to CowRC. So it's really kind of an exclusive product that's out there. It's not CowRC's product, but it's exclusive to CowRC, just manufactured by somebody else, which is really cool. I mean, it's one of those collaborations that, kind of like the Team Garage Hack, when they're building their transmissions, they're putting in udder butter in all their transmissions that they sell, and they sell thousands of them. So it's just a really neat partnership that actually grew into something where, for whatever reason, Holmes Hobbies didn't want to sell it anymore, and they said, well, they saw the formula here, let's let CowRC sell it. So a win-win.
Absolutely. And if you look at the quality of all the stuff that he's been bringing in, it's been thoroughly tested. Like, I don't want to badmouth the first ultrasonic cleaner, but having the batteries and stuff like that, it was interesting, but it was like, what did we say earlier? It was a stepping stone to getting to a better one. And honestly, this having the USB plug that's how I'm able to clean as much as I can. Because let's face it, after this weekend, I have 7 kits I have to clean. So it's going to get a workout.
Yeah, I mean, and that you're absolutely right, Adam.
That's
I mean,
awesome.
there's ultrasonic cleaners are not new, right? And maybe they're not widely used in the RC industry, but they've been out there for a while. I had one before CowRC started selling them. Even probably 2 years before CowRC started selling them. But it was one of those tools where, and that's really getting into why CowRC is bringing in imported tools, is to complement our products that we're using for cleaning. So, using the Moo Clean part and chassis wash in the ultrasonic cleaner is perfect. You can clean a lot of different types of plastics. You can clean bearings, gears, things like that. It's not great for every application, like greasy things, not so much, but dirty, dirt, grime, those type of things are a perfect type of application to put inside the ultrasonic cleaner. And anyway, so like Adam said, the first one was just a stepping stone. It was an entry level, and it became very popular. So he said, well, you know what? Let's bump it up a notch, and let's take it up to a different level, and so that's been popular as well. And then, especially when you have, the grates that are 3D printed, the new lids that kind of make it look cooler with the carbon fiber look. It's just those type of things. It's one little part kind of expands into many other parts. So it's just a neat history of it.
Oh yeah. And the thing that I like about the Sonic Cleaner, this one is a little bit bigger, and I don't have to tear things down as much. Eventually, I don't know if he is even thinking about it or considering it. What I would like to see is being able to take my front clip off, drop it in, hit the button, run it for 5 minutes while I'm taking the back clip off. When it's done, pull it out, put the back clip in, clean that while the back clip is vibrating away, and then, man, it would be awesome. welcome to the show then.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely awesome. And I know for the grease, you're right. You would want to put a different chemical in there, but I only use a mixture of water and the parts and chassis wash, because the concentrate for me is good enough, because it's only like muddy, dusty, kind of like dirty debris. I'm not worried about trying to cut through grease as per se.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. I've used the Ultrasonic Cleaner oh man, yeah. Wives tend to do that. I know we were using this even inside the camper, and instead of sweeping, she started at the back, blew everything out the door. So it was pretty cute to see that being used in different ways, right?
That's funny.
Oh man, yes, that is going to be a game changer right there. So you heard it from the horse's mouth or the cow's mouth right there, because that's going to be epic for sure.
It's hard to. I mean, a lot of these products that have been released from CowRC and the imported products specifically, it's not like we go to the internet and just pick the first one that comes out. No. It's we purchase multiple samples. We let the drivers, these samples are going to Canada, going to California. I'm in Ohio, Florida. I mean, they're going all over the country. We're sharing them, we're shipping them in multiple versions, and some, not all of them work. And it's, I would say, I don't know, Heath would probably tell us, but maybe 20% of the products, of the prototypes that we end up purchasing actually become real. Some of them, just the ideas just don't work price wise, or the quality's not there, so we just kind of abandon it. Or you buy three different versions of something. It's like the lights. I have one of the pit lights that just didn't make the cut. It just wasn't worth the price, or the product just didn't meet up to our expectations. So it's a lot of testing in different genres too. Like there's some products that we're testing that a specific driver doesn't like for his application, but it might work better for a different type of application. So we keep that in mind as well.
Yeah, he says he wishes
he
it
wished
was
20%. Fair enough.
Yeah,
I thought that was a little bit high.
Yeah. So the mini is great. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. Our minis got the workout this weekend. Definitely cool to have. And it was hot the other day, and even using it as like a fan just to cool off. We were doing it for all sorts of stuff too. So it was.
Which tip would you recommend for that, Adam? Which brush tip was better for a facial fan?
Well, the rubber hosed one. I figured because it had the bigger nozzle, it would be just a nice cooling breeze.
In case you bump yourself in the face, it doesn't hurt so
bad. And it's soft. But everybody's asking, we're in Ohio. I know Johnny's in Delaware.
Oh yeah, I'm in Delaware also, Scott.
Nice. Yeah. So I know we have like boaters, we have crawlers, we have pilots, we have racers. We pretty much have the whole gamut. We even have like diehard monster truck guys too, and it's so cool to see. Like we definitely have one of the best teams around, and it's because of the wide range and what people are into for sure.
Yeah, it's nice when you have 60 drivers and everybody's really dedicated to what they're doing. So it's creative in the content that the drivers produce, as well as having a variety of people to test products with. So you have different parts of the country. So you have some sandy soil areas. You have mud. I've got a lot of mud where I am. Some people have very rocky areas. I don't know. Are you more mud and clay up by you, Adam?
We're a lot of mud, and John's been bringing in clay and mixing it into the track. And my God, the surface he had this weekend was awesome. He would just blow it off and a light coat of watering, and we would be good for another 3 hours. I believe each round was about 3 hours to complete. We did 4 rounds of qualifying yesterday, and unfortunately got cut short today. But it was super cool. I'm still a little damp actually right now because we had to pack up in the rain, but we'll get everything all sorted out for next round for sure. Need to watch the smell products. I may try to eat some soon. Yes, man. People were saying that about the Hide wipes. They're like gonna like start tearing them off and chewing on them. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
No,
Definitely
let's not do
pretty
that.
cool. See on my race cars, crawlers, and monster truck. Yeah, honestly, they do work, and knowing what to use for what application is epic. And if you're never 100% sure, you can reach out to me, Tyler. Check out the Instagram feeds, the pages. We got a lot of YouTube content now, so there's always a place to find it. And like I said, I'm just like a message away. If I'm not your friend, though, you gotta make sure you poke and prod me. I didn't realize that I had to accept some people as friends. I usually accept almost everybody, but yeah, definitely make sure that you hit me up. I will try my best to
and take a look at the CowRC YouTube site. So the YouTube page has a tab that has all the live. So all the Cow Tech episodes are cataloged into the live section of the YouTube page. So you can go back and look at, because we've had a lot of episodes about what chemicals work well with what applications and what they're meant to do. So go back and check. And I cannot remember the episode. I'm guessing it was probably in the 20s, like early 20s. We had about a 5-episode spree of that. And went through every single product in detail. So check those out. They're all an hour each. We tried to be pretty stringent on an hour, so that way it doesn't drone on. So it's pretty cut to the chase. And I'm actually working on doing some kind of chapter timelines on the YouTube, so that way you can kind of look and see what time we're talking about what particular category or topic.
Yeah, so this is a question for you. He wants to know for crawler drive shafts. Now, I'm thinking it's going to be this, but
so that's the PTFE oil.
Yep.
So I would recommend.
I wanted this one. Sorry.
Yep, you're right. Second guess. Yes. So the ultra thin grease.
Yeah.
Ultra thin grease is the Moose Slick ultra thin grease is what you would want to use for your drive shaft. So this grease is for exterior lubrication. So if you're in like drive shafts, CVD joints, pillow balls, those type of things, that you're not going to want like a large amount of grease. So like what we used to use is udder butter.
Yeah.
And that's actually like a paste grease. And it worked very well lubricating, but it also attracted a lot of dirt. Whereas the aerosol version actually allows it to creep into tight crevices, and it'll cure and kind of give you a lasting long grease application without attracting extra dirt.
See, I knew the crawler question would be yours for sure.
Yeah, and the oil, like the ultra thin oil with PTFE, that's for bearings. Really, that's the main. I know some people have been experimenting with mixing it with greases, and that's cool. But the real purpose of it's for bearings.
Well, I actually mixed this with udder butter for my.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, for my Mud Boss. So instead of having just
thin it out,
man, yeah, because now it's enough to coat it, but it's not as thick as the udder butter. So it just basically thins out the udder butter, and
so less drag then.
Way less rolling resistance for sure.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, it'll definitely be good. And if you're restocking, there is actually a combo, the Moose Slick combo that you can get on the site as well. So,
well, and Scott, in case I think you might have joined in late, we mentioned if you see the ticker at the bottom of the screen during the show. So between now and the next 15 minutes, if you order products using the Cow-Tech code, you're going to save 10%. But if you spend $20 or more before shipping and after the discount code, you'll get a free mini mouse pad mat, which is this. So anybody take advantage of that. You've got 15 more minutes left. Some people took advantage of that the last time we had this. We had the same promo going on before, and people took advantage of it. So be one of those lucky people, and you got 15 more minutes to do so.
So what is Tyler's favorite imported product?
I am glad you asked, because that is a no-brainer for me. It is the USB rechargeable sprayer. This is my favorite. I had this, actually, the one I'm holding actually was one of the prototypes. And I have, geez, I don't know how long I've had this, a year maybe.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love it. I use it all the time. I'm a big fan of the extended nozzle on it. It also comes with a stubby nozzle, but I like it because you can adjust the power of it. The battery lasts forever on this thing. It's got a huge amount of storage for your. I use it for part chassis wash. This is what I use it for. I generally use the sprayer, just the regular hand sprayer for the tire wash. A lot of people have used the USB sprayer for the tire wash. I prefer to use it for the part and chassis wash myself, but to each their own. But the skins on it are awesome. I think this is one of my favorite skins. Just the shape of it, it's huge. I mean, this thing, the size of my hand, it's massive. I think it's like 64 ounces. Let me see, 2 liters. So I don't know how many ounces that is, but this is 2 liters of fluid. It's by far my favorite. I use it constantly. It's always with me. It just holds so much stuff. I could probably wash 4 or more trucks with a lot of spray, and it's got enough power on it where it actually sprays away the dirt. So that's my favorite one. What about you, Adam?
Well, I'm just going to add yours first because it has enough power for everybody knows when you're running nitro, you got a little bit rich and you get that overspray on the back of it. It was strong enough to clean off the springs of all the oil and nitro off the back of it. So having that electric sprayer is definitely a game changer. It is in my top 3 for sure. But
and I'll just kind of show you before you go. This is what I was using before, and I still don't dislike this. This pump sprayer. I use it as like a backup, or I'll use like other chemicals in it. But it's kind of cumbersome. You got to pump it up, and it doesn't have a constant stream of fluid coming out of it. It's like I said, it's not bad for what you pay for, but this is not a CowRC product. It's like a Home Depot product, but this the USB rechargeable sprayer is by far way more controllable, way more powerful, and it's just simply push a button to turn it on, release to let it go. So
nice, nothing wrong with that. So my favorite is, man, it's so new that I'm thinking it's got to be the new mini blaster. Obviously I've been super blessed with getting the variable speed blaster, which is still packed up in my camper. We use that for all the big bad stuff. Yeah. I was saving that because we're going to talk about that, but this new mini is so portable, so easy to just throw in my pit bag, and it is a game changer. Now, I've used the vacuum attachment here in the shop, but like I said, I would take my vehicle off, I take the wheels off, and just taking the wheels off would be enough to get all the dust and dirt and debris from the wheels before I can bring it to the clean station. I would just hit it quickly with this, clean off my mats, and then I can get into the nuts and bolts and tear everything down and go through stuff to make sure that we are ready for the next round. So my number 1 pick for imports is got to be the mini, because it's just the portability, knowing that I'm going to be running indoor on road and indoor at RC 1 again. You can't use the plug-in style one. So this is what it's going to take in order to maintain what level of cleanliness I have been accustomed to. So
I had a feeling you would say that. You talk a lot about that one.
Dude, man, ever since I seen you had it first on the show before I could even get my hands on it. And I know you were testing other prototypes, and I'm so happy he went with this one. It just fits everything well. Like it goes in pretty much anywhere. Doesn't even take up a lot of room in your pit bag. And like these attachments come right up. Like, look at how stout that is. It's so small. Like it's not even half my hand. So it's one of those things that you can put in your pit bag and have it on call whenever you want. Now, the charge time was really quick because we went through and killed it multiple times now, and it charges really quick. And I only have the USB plug in my charger, so it is pretty cool.
Well, and the part of the reason that this model was chosen over the other prototypes is a lot was the ergonomics of it. So if you notice how it goes off about a 45 degree angle, right? So the
Mhm.
other one that we tested was a 90. And so it was really, so you're kind of going like this when you were using it, and it just felt weird, like your arms up like this, and it didn't really make a lot of sense. But then when you use this, you're just really kind of just pointing at stuff. You're not doing this to it.
Right.
So it's that change in the angle is really helpful. And size is a huge one. This one
Huge.
is much smaller than some of the prototypes. And then the just the way it feels in your hand. And then the last part was it has a vacuum to it. So many of the other ones don't have a vacuum attachment. And that was like really, even though the vacuum part of this mini jet blaster isn't as powerful as the blower part, it's still very useful. And having a two-in-one tool is, I mean, you can't beat that.
Yeah. Oh, you can't. And like everybody's chiming in how much they loved it. And it is super cool. Having the variable speed on the mini like is a game changer right off the bat. So like basically you just power it up, and so you can control how much you need. If you just need a little whisper, you're laughing, and then this thing's got like crazy power.
I can hear it.
You can hear it through the mic, but definitely one of those epic things that Heath brought to the table. And honestly, basically he's trying to make it so it's a one-shop thing for all your cleaning and maintaining needs. And that's kind of what we got into here with having the stuff that he imports in. It's just to try and tie everything together and basically have it under one roof for you. I keep mine in my crawler bag. It's amazing. Yeah. The brush attachment is awesome. Mike, I don't know if like you've seen our little thing, but yeah, it is pretty cool for the vacuuming portion of it for sure. Off to the site to order when using the concentrate wash. Do I need to spray it off? Should I use the spray to rinse afterwards? So basically, I'll spray it on, agitate it a little bit, and you can let it work its magic, and then you can blow it off later. Or if you want, you can wipe it off. It is all RC parts and plastics friendly. That is the best thing, Mark. So that was a great question there.
Yeah. And that's the great thing with the jet blasters is like when especially if you're in a cold environment and you don't want to use water or you don't want to get mess everywhere and you just want to kind of do it over a sink and not splash water, having a jet blaster, either the mini or the turbo or the regular one, blow that excess part and chassis wash off or the tire wash off into a sink or out to the grass or whatever. It's like living in Ohio, 6 months out of the year, I don't want to be touching water outside. So that's usually my go-to.
Yeah, absolutely. It does get cold in Ohio, that's for sure. You guys being northerners to me and all that, right? Yeah, see, the thing with the air compressor, it's okay if you're at home, but man, I hated like before I got hooked up with Heath and the blaster, I had the original blaster that blew pit mats off of tables, like clear off of tables. And yeah, those were like, especially when it was like turned on and you plug it in, all of a sudden it's going, oh my gosh, we had some fun with that. But the portability aspect of it, Johnny, is what sold me, because we're already bringing enough out to RC events that, man, trying to bring a compressor, and then let's face it, to run a compressor, you probably need a generator and all this other stuff. So yeah, it was definitely a game changer for me having the turbojet blaster. Yeah. Oh, a great Father's Day gift. Tom, that is a pretty good segue. We got 5 minutes left. So we got a little something here. Yeah, we got a little something here that we want to share with you guys. So obviously Father's Day is going to be our next episode, and we are going to bring in some special guests. And here is one of the lucky kids that are going to be on as a special guest.
Are you excited to be on Cow Tech?
Yeah.
What do you think about working with Adam and Tyler?
I don't want to work with Adam and Tyler.
Why is that?
Because they're noobs.
Man, we are only 33 episodes in, so we'll get better with time. We are noobs. We're still ironing it out. But man, that kid was so cute, man. Thanks, Jax, for doing that. Looking forward to having the kids on Father's Day special. So it's going to be a banger. Now, what we want to do is if you're a father with your kids and you want to be on the show, we are going to share the link live so we can get you on. Say hello, say hi, have your favorite products or whatever. We'll make sure it's fun for the kids. And yeah, Father's Day special next week, or sorry, in 2 weeks. 2 weeks time.
In 2 weeks.
So,
yeah, Adam and I are going to have our kids on the show, and we're even going to have some team drivers are going to join us with their kids as well. So it'll be cool just to share the love of Cow Tech and RC and RC maintenance with our kids, and just kind of talk about what they like and see what kind of wild stuff they say.
It's awesome because you never know what to expect with that. So obviously we didn't even get into my favorite part of this thing. So we're going to have to save it for the next episode, but man, future tool releases. Like, look at all this list here, man. Oh man, teaser alert. Yes, teaser alert. We are going to have a whole other episode. We'll probably cover the brushes and all that stuff and what to use for it. I'll order in the other brushes that you recommended too. I'll try them out. So that way I'll have a good say on it. Because I have the 2 types right now. I'll order in the blades. I know you already had it. I know. So it'll match everything up. I'll have to get Heath send me some of those, and that way we'll cover that next one. But you know what? We're down to like 3 minutes. We should give away some stuff.
Yeah. Don't forget, everybody, put in hashtag mouse pad. And we're gonna give away 2 small mouse pads with magnetics tonight.
All right. So let me pull it up on. Wow, 32 entries. Good luck, everybody.
Nice.
Almost the amount of the
everybody that's on.
Yeah, that is awesome, guys.
Excellent.
Okay. So what we're gonna do? There we go. There's the show right there.
34.
So
there we go. 34. 35.
All right. So we'll give you a couple seconds left there. Man, look at that.
We have some people sleeping at the wheel there.
What's the hashtag? Yeah. Maybe next time I'll just have it as the scrolling marquee too, just to remind everybody.
Yeah.
And we always try and do it for the theme or what we're going to be giving away for that particular show. So I just want to wish everybody good luck. And we're giving away 2 of these bad boys, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Okay. All right. Good luck, everybody. Who's it gonna be?
Michael Garcia.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Winner chicken dinner. There's winner number 1. All right. So we are going to do it. What's the largest entry count you have seen? I think it was the one that we did with Mark Santa Maria.
It was. I think we had like 60.
Yeah, it was insane.
Yeah,
so I think that was
people.
Yeah, pretty high. We're at 38 right now, so that's pretty good. But congratulations, Michael Garcia. We're going to draw one more. Good luck. And I'm loving that everybody's accepted the link there so we can see all the cool pictures. Oh, my God. We were talking about Derek today, and he is the winner. Congratulations, Derek. See, good things come to good people, and Derek is well-deserving, especially for what he's done for all the kids in the hobby and stuff like that.
Yeah, good karma.
Yeah, good karma.
Yeah, well, I love seeing new winners. That's awesome because it means new people are joining in and sharing the Sunday evening with us.
Yeah, for sure. I can't believe we've blown through an hour already. Like, seriously. We didn't even get like halfway through.
It's always like that. It's like the fast hour of my life every Sunday or every other Sunday.
Yeah, the anticipation to get here is like, oh my God, is Adam gonna make it or not?
Right. Yeah, we never know what's gonna happen. You've been really good so far.
Yeah, well, we're trying, and honestly, if John didn't make the call when he did, I have no idea what would have happened. I would have been standing there doing a live show in an umbrella or something like that. It would have been awesome. But definitely looking forward to the Father's Day show. We'll share the links and all that stuff. And We're also going to be looking at tweaking the Instagram feed, because I do believe that there's a way now that you can rotate your phone on Instagram and be able to view it. And I should be able to start linking in the comments from Instagram, which will be awesome for all of the Instagram followers. But I do thank everybody for joining us on Facebook and YouTube, since those are our main ones at the moment. But we are always looking to improve. And if you guys have any suggestions that could help get us to the next level, be it streaming on a certain content, maybe trying to get it on a different platform, just reach out, let us know, and we will do the best that we can. But Derek, definitely message me. You're already my friend, so I'll get all your shipping information. And Michael, I'm not sure, did he win before? Or?
I don't think so. So yeah, Michael Garcia, just message me or Adam on Facebook. That way we know what your shipping address is. We can get that from you, and we'll get those prizes out to you ASAP.
All right, sounds good. All right, awesome show tonight, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you for Father's Day.
Yeah,
Bye.
see you on Father's Day.